Hi people and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a Black Ball secure client account. It's very straightforward. You'll end up, well, when you first sign up, basically just put all your credentials in. Very simple to do. Has a 2FA code in, and all this is you can either set it up with an email. So basically next time you log in, before you can get access to it, it will send you a code via your mobile phone. And you just pop in the number and then it will give you access to where I am here. Obviously you need to upload your documents. This is commonly known as KYC, know your customer. This is just where you can put your passport details, utility bill, place where you live, etc, okay. So what the name of the game is, just to basically set up a demo account for now. So you can just click on create demo account, and you can pretty much choose whatever account you want, right? So you can see the platform type. If you click here, it will allow us to have a TradingView account, a CTrader account, a MetaTrader 5 account, or a MetaTrader 4 account, okay? And then you want to put your account type. This is where you can have a swap-free prime, swap-free standard, prime, and standard. This is where you're not charged, if you were like, when you are in the weekends. Okay, now I've just put standard as a standard thing. Your USD, it's obviously best to trade with a USD account or whatever account you're obviously used to. Now your leverage, you can go right the way up to 1,000, which is 500 with this one, but with an actual live account you can get 1,000 on some of the accounts. Now 500 is what we're starting with a 10k balance, and then obviously you want to make sure you put a password in, confirm your password. It needs to have a capital letter, it needs to have numerous lowercase letters, then it needs to have a number, and then it needs to have a special character. And of course what you put in your password, your confirm password has to be the same. Then you're going to hit the submit button. When you've done that, it's going to bring you over to here, and you'll see now that we've got this account here, which is telling me this is my Dadsman98 account. I'll set this up just very quickly, just to give you a little bit of an idea. If you lose your password, you can click on password reset, and this will send a link for you to be able to reset your passwords. And of course, if this was a live account, you just hit add funds. I have actually at the moment got a live account. I've just popped $100 in here. I'm just waiting for them to okay it, and of course if they say no, you need to add more money, then I'm going to add more money. Okay, this is my live account here, and now what I'm going to do now is we're gonna show you how to set this up. Okay, and this will help you very much, just in case I'm not biased on some of the other accounts that I'm showing you inside my trading academy. Although this is a great video if you're watching this right now and you want to get into the Black Ball world, okay, this is a very good trading platform to start with. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hit trading account. We're then going to go back to demo, and you'll see that the one that I've already brought up, which is this one here. Now all you need to really remember is the password that you set it up with and this account number. Okay, so the next step is very simple. What we need to do is we need to go to our trading platform. We need to click on our MetaTrader 5, which is this one here, and we need to click on our download button. Now this is obviously Apple, Uberto, I think that is. This is the Windows one, which is this one here. So we click on this one. This is going to allow us to download the MetaTrader 5 Windows. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, now I've downloaded it, let's just double check. See that? You can see it's up here at the top right hand corner. If I click on here, it's going to open this up. It's the Black Ball Markets 5 Setup EXE. Okay, now if I open this up, it's going to open up the actual folder that I've actually downloaded. Now of course I'm not going to install this onto my own computer. I'm going to install this onto a VPS, so I'm going to cancel this, okay, because this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to stop this from activating. Do you really want to cancel the installation? Yes. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I would be setting up my server. Okay, and then this is very good video which is going to show you exactly how to do this. So you want to make sure you get your hands on the VPS. Now VPS is a very easy. I use Cloudsy. I look after lots and lots of people's accounts using Cloudsy accounts, so I'm going to go across to my Cloudsy account, and you'll see that I can actually open up as many of these as I choose. and you can see that there's quite a few which I've got open, and you can see the payment amounts that are going in and out of these accounts. Okay, so what basically this means is this just means that I have a balance of $122.57. You can see that my spent this month is $12.56. Okay, so it's just giving you a little bit of a heads up how this is going to work. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be opening up another account. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is, one, as a demonstration, and two, that I don't want too many bots running on my one VPS. For argument's sake, I've got one here, okay, and this one here has got two bots that are running. So if we click here, you'll see that this is one bot and this is the other bot, okay, and this is another bot which I'm running. Now I'm running lots and lots of special stuff here. Okay, you can see that the balance here is 100,577. If I show you the other account, the balance here is 123,474. Okay, so this one is obviously doing a lot better. This is because this account is one that I manage. You can also see that my P&L is coming into $5.54. So I'm in the profit on this using this King Hedging Cover bot, which basically recovers lost accounts. Okay, if you're losing money, it will actually recover these losses. So it's a very good bot. Now, when we've got into that side of it, I'm now going to show you how we're going to get into setting up our VPS, because I think it's a very, very important video. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the dashboard, and now I'm going to see if there's any good deals going here. Okay, so if we scroll through, if I want to click here for a new service, now remember, you're welcome to use my CloudZ. If you do, you can either ask for a link, I can give you a discount. Okay, and if not, don't worry too much about it. It just means that, you know, you need to just source your own VPS. Okay, so it depends on where you are in the country. These prices can vary. All right, so it's just literally a case of finding it. So you can see at the moment that it's found this one. Now I can't use Ubuntu, okay, because I'm Windows, so you'll find it will jump up when I change my Windows system. Okay, so if I click on here and I'm going to move it to this one, and you'll find now that this will probably jump up. Okay, so we've got Windows, Las Vegas. Let's see if we can change this. Las Vegas 20. Well, we're getting 20%. Frankfurt, we're getting 20% here as well in Germany. So I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to deploy. I'm going to click on the deploy button. What this is going to do is this is now going to set up my VPS. Now I'm in a position where I have many VPSs, so if you're running this singly, you choose what you want, etc., and then you just set it up. So this is being set up in Germany. It's 2 GB of RAM. It has CPU, 2 GB of RAM, and 60 GB of disk space. Okay, now it's going to be quite handy if you're already working with bots. This is going to give you a little bit of an idea of how you can do this. Now, Black Bull, okay, been around for a while. There's quite a few other traders inside YouTube which use Black Bull, and they seem to be very impressed by it. This is one of the reasons why I've decided to use this as well. Doing my research, plus also I want to introduce this into my Darren's Trading Academy, where this is going to help other people finding a decent account with decent people that generally want you to trade and not going to put limitations in of you trying to make money back out of this account. Now, one of the reasons why we're going to use Black Bull is because I'm going to be setting it up. I'm going to be doing a demo account first, and then after my demo account, I'm then going to have a live account. And I'm going to show people how to grow a very small account up to $1,000, and then $1,000 up to $10,000 of real money. Okay, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you that we're going to be taking little segments of that money. Okay, and we're going to be putting it into a trust fund or an ISA, somewhere where you will see that money growing. Okay, now what's really good again about this is when you see something like this, you're going to think to yourself, wow, that's my money which is growing, and it's going to encourage you to trade smart. Now, what you must remember, okay, is learn, trade, profit. Okay, this is my motto. Okay, this is my motto in Darren's Trading Academy: learn, trade, profit. Okay, if you can't profit, what's the point of doing it, right? Although I'm using the demo account, I'm going to be testing some expert advisors in MT5 format to see how they will operate on the market before I release these into my live account. Now, I do use Darwin X0 accounts where I pay $38 roughly a month with real bots in a real-time test, so then I can move them across from the real-time test of an account into a real-time test account that I'm actually trading to make money and make with performance fees. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, you just need to give me a shout. I'll give you my Telegram group info. If you click on that below, that will take you over. Then you will see lots and lots of information that's going to show you exactly what I'm talking about right now, which is going to give you a little bit of an insight. Now, what I have started to do is, because of that, while we're waiting for this just to initialize, I actually offer a management system now where I will actually manage and supervise your accounts. Okay, and what this means is it's done for you. You don't have to touch a thing, right? So if you think, my God, oh, this is driving me mad, I don't know how to do this, what's a VPS? How the hell am I going to set this VPS up? Everything's taken care for you. I even give you a Gmail account, so you don't even have to worry about that as well. Okay, and this is your account to keep for life. Okay, so once you've got your Gmail account, you also can use this for YouTube and many other things, right? So it's, you know, it's something that I include when I set up your account. Okay, all you need to do is, once you've got your Darwin account and it's active, you must check to make sure that you are not in any of the bad countries that you're not allowed to have one. Okay, UK is very, very good. Spain is very, very good. There's Netherlands, I do believe, is very, very good. There's lots of other places. Americans still get hold of them as well, even though they have restricted lines where, you know, they have to be a bit careful where they're trading. So there's loads and loads of things that you can do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on dashboard. I'm going to refresh this. You'll see that this is my bot. Okay, the window, sorry, not my VPS, which is the Windows DE Frankfurt 2GB. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause this. I'm going to load up, and I'm going to bring in a file. Okay, it's going to look something like this. Okay, and this is going to be me logging onto the server. I will go through the process of how to do this through the Black Ball, but I just need to pause this because I just got to check my passwords. Okay guys, so I've just logged into my actual VPS. It's just twiddling around and it's just doing what it needs to do. So we're inside this now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up a Black Ball account trading platform, which is on a VPS. Now, the reason why do we use a VPS? Well, it's very simple. If you have a VPS, which is a virtual proxy server, okay, well, this one's running in Germany. The idea of this is that if, for instance, I have a power cut and it was on my laptop and I had my trades running, I'd lose my trades, right? If I'm using this one, okay, what this does is this protects your trades. This is how it works. It protects your trades, because what it's allowing you to do is it's allowing you to have another computer staying on all the time. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to load up this Black Ball here. So we're going to, this is the MT5 trading platform that we copied, okay, and we've downloaded onto my main computer. So what I'm doing is, on my main computer, I'm copying the Black Ball Markets MT5 account, okay, and I'm now going to see, let's click on here, this bottom left hand corner here. This is going to open up a window, and I'm going to put Black Ball. I'm going to create a Black Ball folder, okay, or in fact, because this is just Black Ball, I'm just going to put download. I'm going to right mouse click, and I'm now going to paste in the MT5 folder. So I know where this Black Ball actual MetaTrader 5 is. I know where all the information is. Now remember that this will work, okay, for a demo account and a live account. So once you've got this one thing down for your Windows, okay, if it's Ubuntu, then you do exactly the same thing you Ubuntu. If it's for Mac, you do exactly the same for Mac. If you want to put it on your phone, then you load the app up on your phone. Okay, perhaps I will do some videos on that a bit later on when we come across that. Now we've loaded this up and this is on our server. We double click on the Black Bull Market 5. Okay, and what I tend to do is I always go to the settings file and I always change a few things on here. Okay, so I'm going to put on here, right here, I'm going to put Dasman 98. Now the reason why I do this is because it makes life easier for you to find if you've got many other accounts later on when you get involved with this. Okay, and now I'm going to hit next. So what this means is it will come up here, all right, with Dasman 98. So I know that this is my Dasman 98, and I could, if I want, change that and put 10k, because then I know, and demo, then I know that this is a 10k demo account. Okay, so all we're doing is we're indexing this file so we know exactly what it is and where it is. Okay, now we're going to click on next, and now it's going to load up inside this VPS. Now, depending on the speed of the internet, depending on the speed of the CPU, this seems to be whizzing through quite quickly, so this shouldn't take us too long before it's going to give us an all singing and dancing MetaTrader file, which we can then open up our chart and we can start trading on. Now, one of the great things with Black Bull markets is it does give us a few things to play with. So you can see, look, it's already loaded up the Black Bull Markets MT5, which is right here. Okay, it's also gave us a Meta Editor 5, which means that if we're in a position where we like to make our own bots, we can, because we can use this software. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave this. It's going to open up now, and you're going to get a little bit of noise when this loads up. Some do, some don't. It depends if it's muted inside the actual folder. And we're just going to leave this to do what it needs to do. Just going to close this down like so, and we should find that it should open up automatically. They normally do for the first time when you load these up. It just has to do a few things in the background before it's going to open it up, and normally it gives you the ability of actually choosing to open up straight away as well. Now you'll see that because I've done this on the Windows server and this is my XAUUSD account, I have Windows license valid for 179 days. Okay, so it's roughly about half a year. All you need to do is when you approach near to that date, okay, you just make sure you copy any information that is already on your hard drive on this computer, because it's just like a normal PC, so you want to back everything up if you can. Once you've backed everything up, you would just go back into your XAUUSD account. Okay, that's not the one, just let me find it, which is here. Okay, go back to dashboard, and you can delete that account and then reopen another account. Okay, so if you click on here, and you can actually delete the account. Okay, it will give you up here, look, see, delete. So you just click on this button here to delete. This will delete the whole of this account. Okay, and then all you do is you go back to your dashboard, you click on new service, and you open yourself up another server. Okay, and that's it, and you run that for another few more months, and you just do that and so forth. Okay, so just giving you a little bit of a heads up of what you do on that side of it. Right, so we're now going to move back to the VPS. You'll see that this is all up and running now. Okay, you can see it's saying Black Bull Group Limited, which is this one here. So what I need to do now is click next, and it's going to bring me up this file here. It's going to ask me, as I said to you before, that the server login. Okay, it's going to give me a live account or a demo account. I'm going to click on the demo account for now because it is a demo account that I'm logging into. Then I go and find my information. Now all you need to do is go back here. You go back to your Black Bull, okay, which is this one here. Yeah, and then you want to go back to your trading accounts. You want to click on demo. It's going to load up the account that you've already set up, and you see the account number. You just want to click on this. Now when you set this up, you would have had a password. Okay, you just need to make sure you wrote the password down so you haven't forgot it. All right, and then you go back to your server, you go to your login, you paste in your login code, which is right here. Then you're going to paste in your password. Okay, so my password is, luckily you're not going to see it, I put my password in and now I hit finish. Now what it should do is it should say I've got $10,000 inside this account, and it should say that the account,
mail.
here we go, so we're all up and running, right? So this is a really good sound that you want to get, because this is telling you now that the MetaTrader 5 account is live. I'm just going to see if we've got Bitcoin on this, just interested to know. So if we go BTC, yes we have. So you've actually got crypto on this as well. Okay, so we've got Bitcoin USD, which is great. So I'm just going to double click on this. One of the reasons why I wanted to go into the black ball, okay, I use my Darwin X0 accounts and I trade on these by using known support and resistance lines. One of the reasons why I wanted to get a black ball account is because where it's got Bitcoin you can trade 24/7, all right, because it's a crypto. So a crypto doesn't sleep, stays awake all the time, not like Saturdays and Sundays is break time for Forex markets, okay, and then they activate normally around about UK time, about 11:30 at night. So where we've got a Bitcoin USD here, if we hold on to this and drag this across and drop, it's going to open up BTC USD, which is Bitcoin against the US dollar. Okay, we're now going to click on grid, and I'm going to load an actual bot on here. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go across here. We're going to click on to here, and I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to find my Bitcoin bot. I spelled that wrong, so it's not going to find it. Let's just put bit. See if we can find it. Here's a scalping Bitcoin robot, which is this one right here. So I'm going to grab this. We're going to copy this. Okay, this is EX4, so it's no good. It needs to be an EX5, so we can't do that, right? Because we are running. If you click here, we go to File. We go to Open Data Folder, and if we go here to MQL5, you'll see that this is MT5. Okay, it's an MT5 account. That's why it's MQL5. Okay, if it was a MT4, then we would need to make sure that we only use MT4 bots with this. So where it says MT5, we can only use MT5 bots with this. Okay, so what we're going to do with this, well, it's very, very simple. What I'm going to do with this, right, is we are going to place a trade. Okay, so at the moment you can see where this is falling down. It looks like it's going to fall down here. So I'm just going to click on this link here, and I'm going to go for a sell trade. And I'm just going to accept the information, and then I'm going to, which I have to just put a tick for, and then hit OK. And we are going to adjust this. It's a bit low. So if we go 1.00 and sell. Okay, so I've gone for a sell trade on this point here. Now this is demonstration purposes only. Okay, so we're going to click on here. You'll see that at the moment my balance is $10,000. My equity now is 9,970. It's a live account. You see this is bouncing up and down. This is probably not a very good move, because what will probably happen is it will hit support and bounce back up. There's a couple of things that you can use for working out the moving averages. One of them is using a 200 moving average. So if we go across to insert, it's this one here, an indicator, and we go to trend, and we go to moving average, and we click on here, okay, and we're going to pop in 200, and then we're going to hit OK. Now we're going to see what line this is showing us. Now if we go to a 4-hour chart, this will give us more of a dominant look of what we're doing here. Okay, so if we open this up and we go back to 1 hour, you'll see that this line is going down. Okay, now when this line is going down, this means, okay, that this is in a bear market, right? Because we're going down. So what this means is at the moment you saw that I was running into profit there. I went to say $49 in profit, and now it's dropping out again. It's okay, because I think it's going to bounce off these points here, bounce back up, and then it's going to probably come back down again, right? Because Bitcoin at the moment looks like it's still going down. Now there is another thing that you can use for this as well, which I'm going to show you, because this is all about how you set up your account, but also I'm just showing you quickly how you can trade this, right? So you can use another moving average. If we go to insert, indicator, trend, and if we go to moving average, click on here, and we want to put in 50. Now this works very well with Forex, okay? It may not necessarily work well with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's quite volatile, right? I'm going to use a yellow color for that, and we're going to hit OK. And this is going to give you this sort of movement. Now, what you're looking for, all right, is these candles that are above the 50 moving average means that this is bullish. Any candles that are below the moving average, this means it's bearish. This means consolidation, okay? And this means consolidation, and this means that it's broke through the 50 moving average. Okay, now if we move to a 50-minute window, if we've got a candle, which we clearly have, we've got candles that are now below this line. Okay, this means that this is going to go down. Now remember, this is my trading method. Okay, it doesn't mean that what I'm teaching you is going to be the be and all and end all of what you're going to learn. You're going to learn many things, because there's many trades that you can use. Okay, I'm just showing this to you because it just gives you a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. Now what I would be inclined to do here is to see if this retests this line going up, okay, and if it starts to come back down again, then I would get back in with another trade. And then we would probably be able to double up our money. See, look, we're at $49. Right, let's just end that now. Click on there. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough. But if we go up here, okay, and you'll see now that in our account, we've now got 10,025.88, right? This is why I ended it where it's gone blue. This is why I took the trade. This is when it was red, okay? So if we look at our time now, if we look at this 825.30, write down 82,530, okay, 04, but don't have to worry too much about that. And what you could do is you could actually place a trade to get back into the market here, right? So what I would do is I draw a line, and I would put that line somewhere in the region of here, okay? And the reason why is because it's respected this point here, it's respected this point here, it's respected here, 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 and here, okay? So this is a great time. I would be watching this careful, right? Because if it goes past this line, then it could be going up. If it goes down this line, then it could be going down. And what I would do is I put a trade now at 82768, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to right mouse click, we're going to go to trading, we're going to move to new order, and then we're going to change the type to a pending order, and we're going to change the type to a sell stop, okay? Sell limit, sorry, sell limit, okay? Then what we're going to do is we are going to put in 82768. So we're going to put on a price. So we're going to put 82, and then we're going to put 768. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about stop loss. My take profit, well, I don't normally worry about it, but let's say 81,000. Okay, and now we're going to hit place. And what this has done is, if we move this line, which I've just used, okay, move it, oh, hello, don't want to move that one. I'll wait to move that one. Okay, so what this means now, if this line hits this line here, okay, which is quite possible, right? Because in fact we want this just a bit lower, out there, which is not going to allow me to do it, but because I've already placed the limit stat, right? But the reason why you want to be just below these points of key, because it's going to hit it anyway, but it's going to go up, it's going to bounce. Once it bounces off this, it's going to place this trade. So you can see that this Bitcoin USD trade that's running at the moment in a sell limit, okay, with one volume at 82719, okay, and the price is 82567. As soon as it gets to this point, it's going to energize this trade, okay. And what's going to basically happen is with Bitcoin, because it's very, very volatile, it could easily go up and then it can easily go down, right? It can easily move very, very fast. So you could end up, you might get another one go here, another one go here, and it will go up, boom, straight back down again, right? It's called a retest. It's testing. Or it might check, right, where it's just testing it just to check where it's or you might get a reconsolidation where it does this, okay. And normally you can still trade with inside these points, because when it goes up you can trade, when it goes down it can trade, okay, and you can do that as well. So you see that we're in this point anyway, right? So if I was to close a sell again, if I just hit a sell trade now, right, you'll see now it's at 32.49, so this is going up. Now, why would I not worry about this? Well, the reason why is because, one, it's a demo account, okay, I'm only testing this account out. Although to you might think, oh my god, that's $100 that you're in the drawdown of. As I said to you before, if we look at another table, another chart, if we go to the 15-minute window and we scroll down, you'll see that it's bouncing off probably a known support and resistance line, okay. And you can find this by actually making the chart bigger. So if we bring the chart out, you see that this here is a very key line. And if we go even bigger, the 4 hour, this line here is a key line, okay, daily, this line here is a key line. And now in fact this shows you that this has got a lot of movement, where this could actually come down to this point here. Right there. So it could easily come down to this point here. Now at the moment it's bouncing back up, which is great, alright, because it might hit my take profit margin, which is going to energize this, okay. And this is set up already where it's going to set the limit off, okay. So once it gets to a price of 82, was it 82, I forgot why I set it up now, but obviously I've moved it now, so it's going to be completely different. But it's 8271 and this is 826336, okay, so it's not far away from kicking that in. Once it does that, it's then going to come back down again, and then this is going to start making profits as well, right? So if we look back to 1 hour, because 1 hour is a good indication to look at, because it's going to give you an idea of where you are in the market. You can see that we're getting a lot of fluctuations here. 82643, you can see this is going up again, could hit another sell, okay, so we've got two. So what you can do now is that when it starts to bounce down, you now got another one which you can take profits on, all right. Wait till this one starts to get into credit, okay, and then if it falls even more, then you can just go for another sell stop. Now the reason I'm going to sell with Bitcoin is because we already know that in the long run Bitcoin is in a bull market, right? Because these candles are below this line here, this 50 moving line. This candle was opened up and shut under this 50 moving line, right? So this means that this is going to fall, it's going to drop. And you might be thinking, well, Darren, considering you're £175 in drawdown, I totally disagree with that factor. Well, this is what trading is all about, is having a method sticking to a method and not allowing emotion to take over what you're trying to do, right? Because if you did that, I could pretty much guarantee that you'd be cancelling every trade, and eventually, because emotion is taking over, you will probably lose that money. Okay, bear in mind that we're now at 82687. This is going to kick in at 2719, so this trade down here should start to energize. And I said to you before, with Bitcoin you can trade all the time, right? So it's a great thing to actually get a bull market, a black bull account. Set yourself up with a black bull account, and you can actually do trading in a demo. Remember, this is only a demo account I'm using here, right? And I already know by looking at this that this is going to kick in any minute. We're at 82688. So it's going up. Once it gets to about 900, which is close, there's 900. So it's 82690. It's still going up. It's going to kick this in. What am I going to do? I'll probably take another sell trade, okay? And then I would then set my take profit margin at around about this sort of line here, which is 81958. Actually, it's 819. So it's 81998. Okay. So what I would do is, if I click on here, take profit, and I'm going to put my take profit price, which is going to be 81998. Okay. And then I'm going to hit modify, and then I'm going to do this one as well. Exactly the same one. Next it'll be 81998, and I'm going to hit modify, and this is just at a brisk now of breaking this. Okay, it's actually, here we go. So it's now energized my trade. Okay, now I'm going to change my take profit. That's completely wrong. There is no such thing as take profit at 32.34, so we're just going to change this. Okay, we're just working on this now, so we're going to put 81, and then we're going to put 998. Okay, and now we're going to modify. Okay, so now we've got all these three take profit margin. Okay, now this could go up a lot more, right? It's easily could go to this point here, right? Here, could easily go to this point here, right? Which is 82831. But I'm going to leave this now, right? Because I have a method which I put into place. Now I don't panic. I just leave this to work out. Now, if I was to put a stop loss in here, my stop loss would be the next high, which is this one here, okay? Because it's come down, it's bounced up, come down, bounced up, come down, bounced up. So you could have it here as well, but I'm going to have a short. I'm going to run mine on a very tight stop loss, which is this one here, okay? And then I would set this at 83584, okay? Now you'd still lose $300 or $400 by the time it gets to this point, okay? Because remember, we're looking at an hourly window. If we go to a 1 hour window, you'll see that this is just under this point here, We can actually move this down a bit. Can move it down to about here. Just want to be just above that wick. Just there. Just above that wick there, right? And then you're under these points here. But you could get a spike. It could go up and spike up. It's created a resistance on this line, okay? Now, isn't that strange, right? That line that I drew and showed you, it's actually, because I've moved this line, it's actually showing you where this is consolidating. Okay, so this is going to go up. It's probably going to touch this and then come back down again. Okay, it's a good time to get back into the market. Just bear in mind that each time you hit a trade, okay, we're now at $588, okay, in drawdown. So the best thing you can actually do with this is walk away. Okay, so this is just to show you how to set your black ball account up. Okay, I will do another video where I'll show you how to set up an expert advisor inside the account and how you can run this, etc. I may even deliberately get this into a drawdown, okay, and then I will show you how to set up a hedging bot to recoup what we've lost on this account. All right, so that's it. It's all the very best until my next video. Thank you.